Shout out
Especially
Richie though.
since
Shout out to Richie.
Yeah, Richie, real ass nigga, Rich.
Boy, almost choked me up at the end, boy. You say you watched that end?
I watched. Yeah, he came through and slid across that ice and was like,
I'm talking when he actually died.
Man, when that shit happened, bro, he stood on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Cause you saying it.
Boy, he got there and was like, "Hey, baby, just go ahead and get inside the cooler. I'm gonna keep you safe."
Night saved the maybes.
Yeah, night saved.
He's like 6. What the fuck you know about that? Check. The places at the time is now. You are tuned into the lunch table. You got your boy Savo in the building.
And it's your boy Creative Trey. What's good?
Yeah, man. We got some good news. Some, I say bad news, but sad news for some, especially if you're a fan of certain sports. Boxing, for one. The greatest fighter of this era has just retired. Of course, with an unblemished record. For the people that don't know thus far, Terence Crawford has exited the game. A lot of people teased about it here and there. You know, Tank Davis teased about it. Now he got a fight coming up soon. He had one here and now. But people dip in and out all the time. We see, shout out to the crib, we see Roy Jones, you know what I'm saying? So he's done and he can come back all the time. Of course, I anticipate that this tactic is to just make for a bigger draw on his next fight. Well, when he does choose to come out, okay, this is his out of retirement fight plus a big name. I think that would add more to the pot because thus far he really, even though he has big fights, he really hasn't been getting the biggest purse on his side. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest bag. But I hope that this is just a tactic for something like that, and I hope that this is just this. That I hope that this is not the last time that we have seen Terence Crawford, because for the viewers that know ball, even though this ain't ball, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know Terence Crawford of this era, post Floyd Mayweather. Terence Crawford is the greatest fighter in the world, and yeah,
bar none. Because I mean, I'm not a big
dead ass. He's
watcher.
Proved it. He's definitely proved it. He's like the closest thing to the perfect fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he boxes. He's not UFC. Even though he has a wrestling background, I feel like if he were to transition over, he would have some success. Some people say cap, but Clarissa Shields did it. But you know, but Terence Crawford, yes, is the pound for pound best fighter in the world, and he pretty much settled that with the Canelo win, and in the fashion that he beat Canelo. Yeah, it was pretty much it was undebatable at that time. And
if he did decide to come out of retirement now that he is officially retired, would you want to see him go and try out UFC?
Yeah,
that's what you like. I'm talking about if he came back, would you rather see him go back into boxing? No. Get back in the boxing ring. No. As far as rather, yeah. But if it was a situation where you say, let me try it, of course I'd watch because I feel like he would be successful. But do I want to see him? I have no reason to see him over there. I want to see him where he's great at. Yeah.
I want to see him where he's great at. But it's like, who really is there left to challenge him? You know what I'm saying? Unless he gains another 20 pounds, which he already gained 20 pounds to fight Canelo. But yeah, and Canelo is the best in his weight class, and everyone else. The only other person would be Benavidez, which like say he's another 20 pounds heavier, and that's just asking a lot. It's asking a lot, but yeah, you're not too familiar with his fights.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know, but I mean, I guess that's just a testament to how great of a fighter he is. I've never been oblivious to who Terence Crawford is, and you know, the greatness of what it is that he can do in a ring. You know, he's one of those types of athletes that in his sport, he is so great that you're going to know or hear of his name, you know what I'm saying, in other areas. Basically, he's a household name.
Yeah.
You know, so, but no, I'm not a big watcher of boxing or just any kind of fighting. Not that I'm against it or like, I don't watch blood or nothing. No, it's just I don't
I feel you.
They ain't really had interest in it. Didn't grow up watching a lot of it. I grew up watching a lot of Roy Jones highlights, but that was my father's doing because he was like,
Yeah.
these are people from the city. I want to show you what they, what we got here.
Yeah. So yeah, just ways to make it out type shit.
Yeah, yeah. You got people from here that have done great things type of stuff, but never on a, like, all right, now let's keep on watching boxing. Like, nah.
Yeah, I was watching Roy, watching boxing. I was watching boxing at that age. But yeah, I've always been interested in it. But as I've grown, as I become an adult, yes, I am a huge fan of fighting, boxing, UFC. Yes, I am a huge fan of that shit. And like I say, Terence Crawford, he's undefeated, and he's been untouchable for a while. Definitely, it's not like he's out of his prime because he just shocked the world a couple months ago. But it's almost like what's left or what's next after this. You know what I'm saying? He demolished Errol Spence, and I had Errol Spence winning that fight. But Errol Spence like just recently survived a Ferrari crash where he detached his retina and everything. So I feel like he shouldn't even been in the ring, and he got demolished by Terence Crawford. Even though I feel like that fight, you know what I'm saying, he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been in the ring with Terence Crawford. The gap in skill and styles and just talent, it was still valid and justifiable. Like, he whooped his ass, and in my opinion, like I say, in that fight particular, Terence Crawford was the perfect fighter. Like, but yeah, but definitely, and unfortunately for the people that just recently got on to him, and he's 42-0. He's been doing this for a minute. He's never been a household name until recently, until he's beat these household names. And it's just sad that if you didn't really know about him until recently, man, y'all missed out on a great fighter.
Yeah, great career. Have to go back and watch up on the highlights or watch up on a couple of fights just to really get a full grasp of how great of a fighter he was.
Yeah, man. Bud is definitely the truth. Shout out to Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? He's not undefeated anymore. Of course, he has a draw on his belt, but he's another great too. And I was gonna say, like, people say, at one point, Bud. So no, Tank was the baddest thing. Tank was good, but nobody fucking with Bud. Nobody fucking with Bud. Really quick before we get to the novelty show, to the circus. Like, so you don't watch boxing, but this is, like, I watch boxing, I watch fighting, and this is something that's very, very, very big. Are you familiar with Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach that happened earlier this year, where it was a big spill and they tied?
Yeah, I think we discussed that he had sweat in his hair, and the hair gel got in his eye, and
yeah. So since then, it seems like the both of them have basically went on about their lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about him doing my own thing, and vice versa. This past week, Roach just fought Pitbull, Eastside Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Short. He, like, as far as style, probably the closest thing we got to Tyson today. You know what I'm saying? The short Mexican brawler. He's going to come at you with everything.
In the comment section of
no, motherfuckers that know, they know. You know what I'm saying? As far as style. I'm not saying he's Mike Tyson, but as far as style, the way he fights, you know what I'm saying? Just his big. So he's that type of boxer, and he's real short and stocky, but and strong as fuck. But they just recently had a fight, and guess what happened?
Rose whooped his ass.
Draw.
Another draw.
Another fucking draw. Roach said, "I'm tired of this shit."
Yeah,
he literally said,
"Track record of draws."
He said, "I'm tired of this shit." And yes, I was saying, like, the second round, he briefly dropped him. You know what I'm saying? Pitbull caught him. He went down. His glove touched him. But bro, from like the fourth round to like the 11th round or 10th round, Roach dominated, man. And in my opinion, Lamont Roach got robbed again.
On some Aaron Gordon type shit.
Yes. Almost. Do I even still want to compete? Type, like, and he's another one where I hope this isn't that, because he has great talent. Yeah. Like, I can be off by a couple pounds, but as far as their styles, I would love to see him and Devin Haney get in the ring if they haven't already. That would be a great fight. Shout out to Devin Haney. He just recently won his fight. You know what I'm saying? But I want it was on the same card. It was that same card. So yeah, Devin Haney fought before him. But yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Lamont Roach, but he was just robbed twice, in my opinion, and he has 2 draws on his record. I mean, they better than losses, but I feel like they'll still piss me off.
Yeah, especially if you felt like, looking back through the fight, you felt like you fucking won that fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I know I put in what I needed to put in order to get this dub, and I still don't get a goddamn win, I feel some type of way too.
Now, yes, it was a good fight. It was a great fight on both ends. Pitbull did his thing, but Pitbull did not win. Pitbull did not win. I feel like yeah, sportsmanship is one thing. Being competitive is something that's evident and apparent. But when it comes to a draw, and I feel like the motherfucker that feels like, nah, man, that's bullshit. I won that. We need to run that back as soon as possible. I'm not happy with that decision. I feel like he would have more justification of being the one that really won over the one that says, I'm happy with the draw. Pitbull was happy with the draw. Pitbull was happy with the draw. Roach was not.
See, it's all about that person's perspective on how you view things. Like,
that motherfucker lost, man.
I'm not happy with a draw. I'm mad I didn't fucking win. Like, yeah, I could see that. I could see him being really upset, like feeling like, hey, I won this fucking fight.
I won the fucking fight. What's up?
Before we get into, like you said, the clown show, the circus. I'm a pros and cons kind of person. I'm not very familiar, like we've already said, with boxing. But what are the pros and cons of Terence Crawford choosing to retire right now? Like, who do you think is gonna?
There's no pros to him retiring. There's no pros to him retiring because there's not a lot of great boxing talent. There's some people on the rise. There's some good boxers out there, but as far as people on his status, there is no one else. Yes, we still have Canelo. Canelo's younger, but Canelo has like damn near 20 and 30 more fights than Terence Crawford. Like, Canelo is considered old in the sport as well. You know, he's like 35. But we still have a Canelo that he's on the latter part of his year. But there is no real pros to Terence Crawford retiring. If he was one of those fighters that was saturating the game with these bullshit fights, with if he had the style that he was running from people, he had a boxing style that you didn't respect, then yeah, they may be some pro. Terence Crawford is none of that. Terence Crawford is the greatest boxer of this generation, of this millennium, post Floyd Mayweather. Because I give it to Floyd. Floyd was a scientist. Floyd was a genius. But Terence Crawford got a little bit more of whoop your ass in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is.
He ain't running from shit.
He ain't running from shit. He ain't running from shit. Now, his defense is impeccable. He'll slip a lot, but he ain't running from a motherfucking thing. And he's more likely to knock you out than Floyd Mayweather. Even though I think Floyd Mayweather is a perfect boxer as well. Like, shout out to Floyd. But this Bud time, man. Bud, people like say, if you know, you know. Even if you know a little bit about boxing, but you've seen a couple of Bud fights, you know this motherfucker's off the charts. And seeing what he just did to Canelo a couple months ago, this motherfucker's still in his prime at 38, 39 years old. Like, yeah, there's no pros to, there's no pros. There's no pros because even when he beat your ass, he gonna give you your belt back. So it's no pros. Like, cons, I just said all the fucking cons. Like, the greatest fighter just retired. So yeah.
Who do you think now becomes the next up then, in with his removal?
We'll see what Shakur Stevenson does with Teofimo Lopez. I like the both of them. I'm rooting for Shakur. I'm not gonna disrespect Teofimo, even though a couple of fights that he had I think was bullshit. Well, not a couple. Lomachenko is a subjective favorite of mine. So when he fought Lomachenko and when Lomachenko fought Devin Haney, I feel like those were two fights that he definitely were robbed in. So, but Teofimo has that on his record. I beat such and such. I beat that. So he's no joke. He's no joke. But Shakur Stevenson, he's unblemished. his record, I was saying, he's still in the 20s, so he's still young in the sport per se. But he has a way to go. His style is not as dynamic as Terence Crawford at all, but he's very skilled. He has good defense, and he's quick. He's quick, and he's smart. He's a smart boxer. Um, like I said, you have him because I'm thinking of people that are unbeaten and are close to that. Like it's not
Like maybe there's that point in time in his career where he'll elevate to that next level while he's still undefeated.
Shakur Stevenson is the only person, and he's the one that's literally like he's Terence Crawford's protege, basically. Like that's his little brother. Training camp, he spars with him all day, so he's literally like his understudy right now. So Shakur Stevenson will be the best one. But like I say, I
what do you think? Okay, well, with that being said, what do you think Shakur Stevenson needs or is missing from his bag to help elevate him to a level where you would be like, damn, okay, he might actually kind of challenge
more
Terrence
knockouts
a little bit more.
I mean, he's never gonna surpass Terence Crawford, but if he was more of a knockout artist, and for one, like you say, like I say, you have to have witnessed Terence Crawford.
Yeah, because the way you're putting it is like an old head talking about Jordan in the '90s, and I can respect that. I can respect that. I'm not saying that he's not that great, but this is just to show the audience all the questions I'm asking is also for y'all. But I really don't know shit. Like this is might bring some interest in.
No, he's that guy. Like literally, he just jumped up 20 pounds to whoop Canelo's ass. You know what Canelo is?
I know.
He just whooped Canelo's ass. And Canelo's one of my favorites.
In Canelo's weight class.
Yes. Canelo is one of the greatest fighters still today, and made him easy work. Like this motherfucker is different. Like he is real. Like where you from? Cause and I know where he's from, but I forgot. But he from some shit. But he got that country strength. But he got that old school whoop your ass like style. Yeah. Like you really gotta. But nah. Terence Crawford is definitely different. I would love to show you some Terence Crawford highlights. I would love for you to just watch him for yourself.
I'll have to look into it for real.
Yeah, man.
I will educate myself further on that. But on the topic of greatness and on topic of legacy. What are the legacy implications of Anthony Joshua losing to the clown, the circus?
Okay, so if you like, because going back to what you said as far as who would be the next face boxing, basically, or the next guy. At one point, Anthony Joshua had a case. Mind you, this was years ago. This was years ago when Anthony Joshua was still early on, but after his back and forth with he lost to Andy Ruiz. He lost to a chubby Mexican.
Yeah,
so yeah.
I remember that.
So I say all that to say that he already has sort of blemishes on his record, but he came back and he knocked out Francis Ngannou, which he isn't a real boxer, but like I say, he didn't take that like a joke. He really whooped his ass. Like he said, "Nah, get out my ring." But I say all that to say, since that embarrassing loss, then Anthony Joshua has somewhat been on the just revamping of his career. You know what I'm saying? Vindicating himself, because a lot of people said that he was done after the Andy Ruiz, because Ruiz beat his ass. He came back, of course, avenged himself, and he's been avenging his career thus far. Now, as far as the Jake Paul shit, I don't know. I don't know. Only because just in reality, Anthony Joshua should make easy work of a Jake Paul. Jake Paul won't stand a candle to Francis Ngannou. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Joshua, get out of my ring. You know what I'm saying? But
so it should be easy.
But we all know what we're watching. It's gonna be on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it's gonna be on Netflix.
but as far as is what it would do to his career, of course it would make people. If he lost to Jake Paul, he would receive less respect. But it wouldn't be so much of a drop if he was undefeated thus far and already sort of the face. Yes, he's one of the faces of the heavyweight division. One of the faces, like I say, he's not. Usyk still got that title down pat. He still got a couple other people within the pool, but he is still one of the faces, and this wouldn't be much of a diminish, but definitely we wouldn't take him serious that often. Well, we wouldn't take him as serious. But yeah, Anthony Joshua is an Olympic gold medalist. This shouldn't be close at all. It shouldn't be close at all. It shouldn't be close at all.
Interesting.
Jake Paul, like I say, he has a nice punch. He has a nice punch. He's salute to him for training, but this guy has been training for 20 years longer.
Fighting greater fighters than you are.
He's an actual champion.
It will not make sense.
An actual champion.
Yeah.
Like he fought Tommy Fury and lost, and Tommy Fury is like a starter boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like he no disrespect, but he mid. And Tommy Fury showed him what it was really like to get in that ring.
Yeah.
But Anthony Joshua, someone that's still active, still, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he's active, that makes me believe that Anthony Joshua is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
If he was retired and he needed a check, then, hey, go get that check. Get knocked out.
Yeah.
Get knocked out like you finally used to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know what's scripted. But if they really ring that bell and they go out there and do their thing, I don't see it going but one way.
Media gonna love it. Media is going to love it. It's gonna go crazy on social media.
What do you think?
I mean, honestly, I wanted to put money on the fight because I was like, there's no way. No, once again, not a very experienced and familiar fan of boxing, but Anthony Joshua, I know him. I remember seeing him get knocked out by Chubby Mexican. I remember how big of a deal that was. That's a massive dude. That dude is strong as hell. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I don't, and like you said, he's experienced, so he knows what the fuck he's doing. I don't think Jake Paul should win this
Experience
fight.
is a fucking understatement. This man is an Olympic gold.
Yeah, like this does, and he's still in his prime still. So I mean, but the only reason why I didn't bet or put anything on it is because, like he just said, it's on Netflix. And so I was like, bruh, ain't no way Jake Paul gonna be like, there's no way he's gonna lose this fight and put all of this shit together just to get his ass whooped.
Exactly.
Like, there's no way he's doing this just to, like, genuinely get his ass whooped. But I don't know Anthony Joshua, so with me not knowing him, I'm like, how much money would you have to offer this nigga to make him say, yeah, I'll take that, I'll fall on the mat?
Jake Paul might have that amount of money. Because,
I'm pretty sure he has.
Like I say, it's not like his shit is unblemished. It's not like it's unblemished.
Yes, you're already fucked. Like, you know, what's a quick little fall on your knee? Just take a knee real quick or something.
Yeah.
How many millions you want?
Yeah, and then just for the bullshit narratives, like this can't happen while he's still active, because then when he comes back and have a real fight and actually show his real skill, and then people gonna write articles like, well, Jake Paul can beat this guy too. We don't need that. We don't need that.
Y'all really gonna have Jake get his ass whooped by some experienced fighters out here? They're gonna be calling his name out.
Which been happening, but
yeah, and he's just gonna ignore it. So let's put it like this. I honestly thought things were gonna stop with the Mike Tyson thing for Jake Paul. I thought people were gonna enjoy this moment and just be like, you know what, hee hee ha ha.
Yeah, Nate Diaz since then. You know who Nate Diaz is. So he's a retired UFC guy. He's old as shit. He looked a mess.
I think I missed that.
He looked a mess.
See, and so now this one is one of those. This is supposed to be the, how do I get everybody's attention again after they've already said, no, I'm not finna watch them fight. No more geriatric motherfuckers whooping their ass.
No, because originally he had Tank. Yeah, he had Tank Davis, but then he said basically Tank is, in his word, he's too much of a crash out. Basically, he's a brand risk. But Tank Davis, lately he has
really
been a
think he was gonna put them hands on him?
No, but no, I'm saying as far as they already said they had a face off and everything, but
that's who he was supposed to fight instead of Anthony Joshua.
He was supposed to fight Gervonta Davis.
I think I remember seeing them face up against each other.
That was supposed to happen in November. That was supposed to had already happened. You know what I'm saying? But and basically in Jake Paul's words, because he was on stream with Aiden Ross and Neon, they were talking about it, and that's when he said, "Nah, he's too much of a crash out." But in other words, like, fuck what y'all talking about. Tank still Tank, but I'm not taking his defense. You have to hold him accountable. Yes, Tank has always had negative publicity from domestic violence, which is a huge no-no, and I think that's really the main catalyst as to why these brands are not willing to get in bed with Javante Davis, because he stays in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, the domestic violence for sure, but it's like it's always something. I'm not gonna say he's not as bad as AB, but towards AB almost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
But
nigga had to get kicked off of what show was that? It is what it is off of Cavs shit. That shit was crazy.
no, not Adrian Bronner. I'm talking about Antonio Brown. No.
I was about to say, what you
clear
mean?
Clear that up. And then not to say that one is better than the other, because Antonio Brown is just straight up crazy.
Adrian Broner be doing some wild shit
Adrian
too.
Broner is crazy, but he's a drunk. He has a problem. Like, he has a problem. Like if that nigga got right, he would do some damage. But yeah. Man, damn,
Yeah.
you hurt my heart with that. Because AB was supposed to be the next Floyd Mayweather, but that loss after that loss. Well, after that loss, and then
who did he lose to?
Mike Donna, I believe, yeah. He was taunting him too much, humped him in the ring and all that shit, dancing all before the
social media.
Yeah, man, Mike Donna knocked his ass out. But not to harp on either one of them. Back to Tank. With Tank, going back to holding him accountable. Tank is too successful for him to be fumbling the bag like he is. Now, in that same breath, like I say, he flirted with retirement, or actually announced his retirement before. So it may be a reality as Tank don't even really give a fuck, or he stopped giving a fuck a while ago, and it's just free money at this time. So maybe what we're saying don't even fucking matter. But just as much as no one wanted to see Tank versus Jake Paul, Tank still should have went and got that fucking check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't mess up the check.
I could almost imagine, and this is gonna prove this. This is what's gonna prove this thought for me. Anthony Joshua loses the fight, or if Anthony Joshua doesn't really put hands on him, on Jake Paul, I think Jake and them probably said no to Tank, because Tank was like, "I'm really gonna fuck you." That's what they mean when they say he a crash out. Nah, Tank said, "Hey, I don't give a fuck what you want me to sign. I'm really gonna put hands on you."
That's funny.
And Jake was like, "No, you know what? Let's just not do that. He's a crash out. We'll get somebody else." He don't want to play by the rules. Yeah. That's what I be imagining.
That's funny. But like, after like seeing their promos and their build-ups,
yeah.
Other than him saying he's a crash out, he was saying he didn't take the promo serious. He would never promote on his side. He would never share it. There was no interest shown on Tank to promote this fight at all. Like, literally, Tank didn't give a fuck about it.
Does Tank himself not have like a media team or something like that?
I mean, I don't know, but like I say once again, if you see Tank, if you hear him talk, Tank is Tank is a hood nigga from Baltimore that got some money by fighting. This nigga's he's not really that smart. He's not really that smart. He's not really that smart at all.
Damn.
Like how they say Floyd can't read type shit. Like,
yeah. He's just not a good social, personality.
Yeah, he don't make the best decisions, but he good at fighting. He good at fighting.
Like, put these hands on you. That's it.
Yeah, man. But
well, hell.
December 19th, man. Who y'all got? Jake Paul or
Anthony Joshua? All I know is Anthony Joshua, you ain't got no business going in there losing. But because I'm not ready to put my money on some bullshit, what might be some bullshit, I won't be putting nothing on it. But I will try to watch it if I get off working time, make it back to the crib. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a way to check it out. Shout out to Alicia Baumberger.
Oh yeah, you said Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua weren't even the best fights to you.
Yeah. I keep messing up her name, but Alicia Baumberger. something like that. But he has a peculiar last name, but fucking gorgeous, and she can box her ass off.
Mm.
I saw her fight on the last card, so yeah, she's something serious. Um, I would love to see her versus Amanda Serrano in some way in the future, but I think they have two different weight classes, but it make it happen. I see Amanda fluctuate, but yeah, no, but it's Alicia's time right now, and
Mm.
she has a huge fight, and I believe Tyrone Woodley and Anderson Silva. I gotta relook at that, but I think I saw them on the card, and if that's true, I
Yeah.
that's an interesting matchup.
Mm.
Because neither one of them are boxers, but as far in their respective disciplines, they both are strikers. You know what I'm saying? So they're
Mm.
both good at striking. But Anderson Silva's old, but he was great at one point. He was great, but he's old. Um, and but this is gonna be interesting. But shout out to Alicia. She's the truth. She's the truth. She's one of the one of the elite talents in female boxing. And if I'm not mistaken, Clarissa Shields does have another fight in a couple months in February, so shout out to her as well.
Yeah.
Why you ducking Shadeisha Green? No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. Make that happen in the future, though, man.
So outside of that's what's getting ready to come up on Friday with Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. What other what TV shows, what media have you been consuming? Previously.
Before we even get there, just staying with the sports wave. You know what I'm saying? Last night, the Knicks just became the NBA Cup champions.
Oh yeah, How can I forget?
And they celebrating that bitch like they
Congratulations to New
just won.
York,
You know what I'm saying?
orange and blue skies. Congratulations.
Best thing y'all gonna get. That's the best thing New York
That's
gonna
the
get.
best they gonna get.
That's the best thing they gonna get.
They
man.
just beat the San Antonio Spurs, who beat OKC
in the NBA Cup. Let's go. Let's go down. Let's go down the years. Let's go down the years of since the NBA Cup has been created. Did any of the NBA Cup winners go on to actually win the motherfucking championship?
3 years. There's only been 3 years.
All I'm saying is I didn't see anything last night or within these cups. It's still the first couple of months in the damn season. Real basketball don't start till after the All Star break. I say after New Year's personally, but after the All Star break, real basketball don't really start because late the latter of the first half, people like to really ramp up their All Star campaign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
true.
so yeah, I would say right after New Year's to me is where basketball really starts. Congratulations to him. Don't take nothing from him, but yeah.
So
Yeah,
before
man.
we get first off, like I said, congratulations New York. My Celtics, they're injured right now, so this season I'm not really giving too many fucks because, hey, it's just a part. It's our time.
Yeah.
It's our time to take a seat, chill for a minute, let other teams do what they do, and I'm cool with that. It's a part of the cycle.
And the East sucks anyway this year.
Yeah.
It sucks, but
It's a part of the cycle.
they're the projected, you know what I'm saying, conference winners. Even though I still say don't count out Cleveland or Miami.
Or Detroit.
Or Detroit, but even saying those names, it's kind of like that's what we got this year. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. But I guess before we get into all of that, I want to ask you: So you're not a fan at all of the NBA Cup?
Yes,
So you like the NBA Emirates Cup,
yes.
like as a concept, what it does for the league, what it does for the fans, and everything.
In a way, yes. I love the different courts. I love
Okay.
that.
That's cool.
I love how every once in a while we get a new court.
A colorful design court, yeah.
And
That's cool.
I like that there's some bit of incentive to have some real competition in the first half or the first part of the season because generally speaking, the first part of the season is when the not so favorable teams shine. It was literally 1 year where I thought Bradley Beal was going to be MVP just because of what he was
Yeah.
doing early on. Like,
Yeah, the whole season he averaged 30 and didn't get
you know what I'm saying? Like
first team.
yes, a lot of great basketball is being played, and I say it's a good and bad time to get your bets on because you never know who's gonna fucking hit their career high. Shout out to Cooper Flag, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as the cup, It's good. It's good financially as far as revenue because more people gonna bet in Vegas and everything.
Yeah,
And like I said, if there's some incentive, then yeah,
great for this gambling era that we're in right now.
yeah.
Perfect for that.
And I think it gives the team that aren't so favorable something a chance to play at something to win,
Yeah.
something that's attainable.
I was about to say I like it too. I was watching some old heads discuss how much they really hate it, and they're like the fact that New York is getting a banner is silly to them. And
Yeah, that's
shit.
crazy. That's crazy. Like I say, it doesn't hold the same weight as a championship. All that shit is crazy.
I think
Yeah.
I think that's not fair.
What? No,
I think to a degree that's not fair. And the only reason why I say that is because if the NBA Emirates Cup started back in the 80s or 90s and Jordan won 5 of them bitches,
you can find
niggas would be out here talking about some, hey, but Jordan got 5 goddamn Emirates.
But
He
you
got
can
5.
find something else to do with that other than the banner because a banner is synonymous to a championship, and what it takes to win a championship is different than what it takes to win a couple games in a cup.
If this whole entire fucking process was done during that time,
But it's not.
So the point that I'm making to it is, I think that the thing that people do not like about the Emirates Cup, above all things,
You just don't like change.
is the fact that the shit is not old.
I mean, people just don't like change in general. But like I said, nothing wrong with the cup, but it is not in any way synonymous to a real championship, in which you should not get a banner. Yeah, y'all should get a trophy or some shit. Y'all should get a trophy or something. You know what I'm saying? A statue in the hallway or something, or the entrance or outside, so people see. But next to something that symbolizes a championship, meaning y'all went through the whole season, injuries and all, went through a postseason of possibly 28 games or some shit. Like, that's not the same.
It just doesn't have the prestige that it needs
It's not
right
the same
now.
at all.
It'll get there. Give it another
it's not
30
the
to
same.
40 years.
It's not the same.
My nieces and nephews are gonna be like,
They don't even get a ring
but
for
Matthew
it.
Donovan doesn't have
They don't get a ring for it.
10
It's not the
NBA
same.
Emirates.
Now you're disrespecting the real championship.
I'm not disrespecting it. What I'm just pointing out is the fact that because it's not as old. It does. Because think about it like this. For example,
So you think a banner is okay?
I think that I think that it makes it official because of the fact that it is in the NBA.
Fuck man.
It's an official thing. It's in the NBA. It's a rule change. It's in the NBA. The same way when we sit down and we look at Steph Curry make his 3-point shots and we're impressed by it. There was a point in time when they introduced the 3-point shot that motherfuckers was looking at and being like, that's dumb as hell. Why would I shoot from out there? I can get an easier shot going to the basket. And niggas weren't using the 3-point shot like that. I'm pretty sure there were people back, 79 or 78 when they introduced the 3-point line. There was a lot of motherfuckers talking about something, man, it's silly
The
as shit.
analogies don't connect. I see you're trying to make a point. The analogy of the evolution of a 3-point shot it's not synonymous to putting a NBA Cup banner where an NBA championship banner should be.
The word that you just used is the point of everything I'm saying. Evolution.
It doesn't correlate.
For right now, it doesn't make sense to us. We don't give a shit about it right now. But over time, with the evolution, I'm telling you, the same way you look at, for instance, and I'm not saying that these things don't deserve to be what they are, but Bill Russell, the Finals MVP, the Bill Russell Award. Bill Russell wasn't winning the shit when he was in the league because he is Bill Russell. So you're gonna tell me when they first decided we're gonna name this the award Bill Russell, there weren't other people thinking, well, shit, why couldn't it be Jerry West Award? Why couldn't it be
see what
Bob
you're saying,
Sanders
but in
Award? Why
general,
couldn't it be this person?
In
award?
general, they did it to Bill Russell because he has the most rings. Period. But in general, people still refer to it as just simply Finals MVP. No one just say I won the Bill Russell Award. They gave that in honor to Bill Russell because he just died, but that's just still Finals MVP. Bill Russell, they needed some way to commemorate him because he has 11 rings and he just died. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna honor him by naming him. But come on, man, that's not the same.
At the end of the day, all I'm saying is with time and evolution, we are not expected or supposed to like it. Hell, I remember when TikTok first came out, I was like, man, that's stupid as shit. I'm tired of all these social media apps. That's because it wasn't meant for me, for real, for real. It was meant for the younger people that are coming up. The same way we look at Vine and we think, damn, Vine was such a good, fun time. You try to explain that to some other kid, they'll be like, so, like, you mean, like, TikTok, I guess? Like, they wouldn't. All I'm trying to say is, I think because I'm going to accept it as an official thing because the NBA has allowed it to be official.
I'm not saying that it's not.
Stand.
That's not where we disagree. Whether it's official or not. It's official, yes, because the NBA made it fucking official. Should there be a banner where a championship banner goes? No. What I'm saying, you should find something else to honor that thing. It does not hold the same weight as an NBA championship, and it will not. No one makes off-season moves to win the NBA Cup.
Say that again?
No one makes off-season moves in order to win an NBA Cup. They do it to win a championship.
This has been the Lunch Table 850 podcast.
No. Like I said,
no. That makes sense. No, that makes sense too.
It doesn't hold that same value. The real championship team.
So is the real thing here then that we're probably holding too much weight on a piece of cloth, on a banner?
No.
Why can't there be a banner there for that?
Because since for decades, since the fucking 50s, 60s, the beginning of time.
Now we're speaking to the person.
No, listen. The banner is synonymous to winning the NBA championship. That means we went through the whole season, and this motherfucker proves that we came out on top through the whole season.
I got it.
All I'm saying is find something else to honor or to show that other than the banner. That's all. I
say this. I say, how about this instead? Then? How about it's the level of greatness that we give towards the banner? How about we love the banner, we respect the banner, we allow banner for the Emirates Cup, because after you win the Emirates Cup, let me finish. One thing that you don't get when you get an Emirates Cup versus the NBA Finals championship is a ring. Can we give that?
Get a banner?
So can we give the value? Can we give the same value that you're trying to give to a banner? Can we give that to the ring since you don't get a ring during the Emirates Cup?
Bro, they both have that. That's why you don't do that.
Fuck, they can't share one. You can't just
no. If anything, that cup that y'all won that year should be immortalized, be on a throne in a big thing, whatever, in the arena. Put it in the arena.
I guess what also adds to that too is because when you really think about it, then it becomes, well, fuck, they shouldn't even get a trophy. Why they get a big team trophy? You get a big team trophy when you win the NBA Finals. You can't get a big team trophy because you win the Emirates Cup. That's bullshit.
Nobody, you can get a trophy for everything. You get a trophy for everything.
But a team trophy? You don't get a team trophy for winning the Emirates Cup. You get a team trophy for winning the NBA Finals.
No. You literally get a trophy for everything. That's what I'm saying. You get a trophy for everything that you win. Any award that you win in the NBA, you get a trophy for that shit. But like you just said,
you get a trophy for first team wins. Like
you get defensive trophy and all that shit too.
I haven't seen the first team like all NBA first team, second team, third team.
I may be off on the third team trophy, but like defensive player, all that shit. Like for the most part, you get a motherfucking MVP. Trophy. Like a trophy is just standard. It's just standard. That just comes with the incentive. You got to let's take a picture of that when we all win. You're gonna get a fucking trophy. It's a photo.
Symbolizes the
prop.
win.
It's a fucking prop.
It symbolizes the win.
But as far as like a banner, like I say,
you think you should have stopped at the trophy?
I mean, a trophy and a check. That's what you need. That's the fuck you need. Like all this is just a tactic to amp up revenue and to get the motherfuckers to play harder. So a trophy and a check. That's all you fucking need. That's all you need. That's all you need. Like I say, and no one in the real teams that are gearing for a championship don't give a fuck about the NBA Cup. They don't. They don't really give a fuck about the NBA Cup.
I guess like I said, to a degree, I don't expect them to. I think it just takes. Only time
the Lakers won last year. The Cup.
They won first year.
Idiot.
Last year was Milwaukee. I'm keeping track because I give a fuck.
but you see what I'm saying? At the end of the year, are any of these teams anywhere sniffed? Thank you.
For now, that's the scenario.
No. Bro,
Okay,
the real teams don't start playing until after January.
Because essentially what you're saying or what you're pointing at here is
They're load managing.
yeah, but it's only a matter of time. Jack these shots up. It's only a matter of time that Emirates Cup winners start to win NBA Finals. Okay, so let's just say 50 from now, 50 Emirates Cups from now. How many of those need to be?
If that, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I think I understand what you're saying. If that happened and statistics show that whoever wins that, then
how would you feel then?
then it'll be hard to disagree with the stats. But as of now, the stats show that the real team. If right now the stats show that the real teams that gear up for postseason, they typically take it light.
So it goes back to my original point. People don't give a fuck about it because it's not old. It needs to be old.
When you start bringing robots and AI robots and AI players and shit, motherfuckers, they don't get tired and shit. And yeah, maybe.
Next topic, nigga.
But
Next topic.
But as long as we have human beings, they gonna strategically load these motherfuckers out, man. Y'all, we gonna let the sorry teams worry about the NBA Cup. We want a championship.
It's been difficult to watch NBA this season anyway, unless you're watching it on some kind of streaming service. And to be quite honest, I don't have all of the streaming services, but the streaming services that I do have really good shows. Oh, I said my R like a W. I fucked that up. They've had some really good shows recently, and documentaries.
Oh shit! Get me right, Netflix.
Let's go, Netflix. The Diddy documentary.
Not the Diddy doc.
Yeah, the Diddy doc. The Reckoning of Diddy. Did you watch all? I've watched the first 3 episodes. I'm still the last episode left. You watched all of it. You can't spoil shit for me.
50 Cent. Okay,
50 Cent despises that motherfucker, bro.
It's a hate that nigga.
I really want that. I need
hate that nigga, or he's just that facetious.
Both. Both.
Like nigga, this is funny to me. I don't care how serious this is to the world. Yeah. It's hilarious to me.
His reaction and how he's looking at interviews, 50. Fucking comical. That nigga is so. You know how people always say, "Be careful, cause karma gonna come back and get you." I don't know when it's coming back for 50. I don't know when it's gonna get his ass.
I mean, he's already been shot 9 times,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's in reverse. You know it's reverse. Do your shit now. He feel like it's free game now.
Yeah.
Hey, do your thing, Phil.
Yeah. Everything you win, you just win it, nigga. You just win it.
Do your thing, Phil. That man came out of beefs with some of the biggest gangsters in New York. He don't care.
Yeah.
This shit is funny to him. He do not fucking care. Y'all do not scare this man.
So, okay, we'll start off with the beginning in the first episode. There's only 4 episodes. What was your thoughts watching that first episode, finding out about his childhood and his father, his mother, and the parties when he was a kid, all of that stuff? What was your reaction to that?
I mean, yeah. Everyone.
I'm sorry, real quick. I'm sorry to cut you off. Spoilers, of course. This point on. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. I don't necessarily. Everyone has a past. Everyone has a past. Everyone experienced trauma in some facet, in some way. Not to the same degree as the next person.
True.
But after a certain point, you gotta hold yourself accountable. You're a big boy now. You should know better. You should know what's right and wrong. But with Diddy, yes, he came from a sick background. Yes, he had some sick aspirations and inspirations of what he wanted to be like. And even when he found out that his father was a big time drug dealer, he felt kind of vindicated or relieved that okay, yeah, I knew I had some gangster in my blood.
He felt empowered.
You know what I'm saying?
Entitled.
But it's like that's lame, nigga. But okay. But as far as Diddy. Some time back, remember when it was the Nickelodeon shit, and we were talking about Schneider and everything, and I wasn't necessarily defending him or even playing devil's advocate. But what I was saying was beyond pointing out or exposing that particular demon. Let's really shine a light on that demonic era that these motherfuckers was literally just trying to be big shots in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were just trying to be great in this disgusting era that we lived in where all this shit was going on. Sure. It was going on before, it's still going on today. But at that time, bro, the 90s and the early 2000s, bro, that was an ignorant time to be alive. Like, bro.
The internet boom had just really happened, so shit was really out of control.
I'm talking about right before that. Well, yeah. With AOL and dial up and all that shit.
And just technology in general was really booming.
I'm talking,
in
back when television was still like king type shit.
Yeah.
Television,
not streaming or nothing like that.
Back when
Not digital
and
download and nothing like that.
And the programs that were on were over the edge because programs at one point got substance, comedy, and you know what I'm saying. Then it got edgy. And then late 90s, over in 2000s, they said, fuck the edge. Like, fuck the line.
Extreme with an
fuck
X.
the line. Literally. We're going over the edge. As edgy as possible. But that was the societal norm, bro. Like, the bad shit, like, that was good. like, dog, everybody was just grimy and just... And like I said, I'm not to defend anyone, but everyone was fucked up.
Yeah.
They was all fucked up, bro. Like, y'all watch Mad TV, man. Like, the shit that we found comical, it's still kind of funny, man. But it's definitely a new day and age, and we hear this a lot. Oh, these jokes wouldn't even fly today. These jokes wouldn't even fly today. But do y'all understand that at one point those were acceptable jokes?
Like widely acceptable. Like the whole arena is laughing.
Like, this is how people fucking live. This is what they accepted.
You can't. That's the reason why. Okay, so for my take from the documentary, I felt first off, Diddy, piece of shit. Diddy, bad guy. Got it. I do believe that the documentary tried its hardest and went out of its way to paint Diddy even worse than you already viewed him. And then I also found out certain things about the documentary that weren't necessarily true, but they worded it a certain way to make you feel a certain way about Diddy.
And like I say, once again, I'm not here to defend Diddy on anything.
I'm not defending him. I'm not defending him in any way, but just pointing out how media can be propaganda and can be used a certain way to make you view people a certain way. And just to clarify what I was saying in that, they mentioned about how Diddy fucked Biggie's contract up after Biggie passed away. He went in and basically voided out his contract that he had just recently signed with Bad Boy. While he attempted to do that, they didn't actually go through. Whatever powers that be didn't allow that to actually go through. But the documentary doesn't say that. The documentary says that that's what he did. Well, he attempted, but the shit didn't go through. They also pointed out in the documentary that Biggie was supposed to be on the cover of Rolling Stone when Biggie had passed away. That is not true. They also said that Diddy told Rolling Stone, we're not going to put Biggie on the cover. I'm going to do it because I need it for my No Way Out album that's coming out. That is not true. Diddy at that time, I don't even think, even afterwards, never had the power to be able to call Rolling Stone, a fucking big ass conglomerate, a huge company, and tell them, hey, I'm taking the cover, not Biggie. Like, you don't have that fucking power.
Where did you
I got this from Torre. He got his information. Torre, a very well known journalist within the hip hop community, over many years. For those who don't know, but yeah, he mentioned that the Rolling Stone thing said that Diddy he got his sources. Torre got his sources from the head journalists and the higher ups of Rolling Stone during that era and during that time, and the whole way that scenario played out was Biggie was never originally supposed to have the cover of Rolling Stone. When Biggie passed, No Way Out was coming out, which is what Diddy's project. The song Missing You that he made about Biggie was blowing up at the time of going crazy. And Rolling Stone looked at Diddy and thought, well, he's very marketable because he's Diddy. Okay. And so they decided we'll put Diddy on the cover of Rolling Stone. But the documentary tries to paint it as if though Biggie had the cover and Diddy just came through and stole it because he was like, fuck that nigga. Like, that's not necessarily how it went. Diddy's still a piece of shit. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying the documentary certainly went out of its way to try to paint things even darker. That's why it's like 50 Cent really do hate that nigga.
Not for sure. What I was gonna say though is just to double down on just to not defend Diddy. Yes, Diddy has done a lot of heinous things. Yes, Diddy has lived a lifestyle that may or not be fully true, but of course I wouldn't align myself with at all. And of course, with this documentary, yes, the objective was to just diminish his character even more. But even with all that being said, with all that being shown, he still should be free. And I say that to say because none of that shit has anything to do with prostitution, the Mann Act, none of the shit that he's actually in jail for. Yes, this nigga probably shouldn't even be seen again. Probably this man we see what he really is. But they were able to catch him. Once again, I said this before on the Mann Act. When the Mann Act is traveling one across state lines for the acts of sex type like
He's against a boxer at the time, right?
Jack Johnson. It started with Jack Johnson. So in this case, it's a big black dude. You know what I'm saying? That was paid every time. It was conjugal visits, nigga. It was nothing coerced with this shit. He was a freak too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but is that not having somebody come across state lines for sexual acts and paying them? Is that not what the fuck? Like, what do you mean?
Yes, but as far as the Mann Act, it started the whole point of the Mann Act is to save white women.
Right.
So basically, it's
fucking the white women.
Yeah, it's to save white women, or to save or to stop white people for being transferred into the slave trade. Basically, they thought they were stealing these white people and making them slaves. So that's what they were saying.
But that wasn't the case.
The whole point, the Mann Act is bullshit.
Okay.
That's the whole point. The Mann Act is bullshit. The Mann Act is bullshit. But and people, like I say, they're doubling down on his character by still bringing up Cassie and the domestic violence and his fucked up past and how much fucked up a person he is. That's why they're justifying his jail time. Yes, he's all of that, but he's in jail for the Mann Act, for prostitution. He wasn't prostituting Cassie. I mean, they was all fucked up. They was all fucked up.
I mean, he was definitely. But I don't. Okay,
he didn't force her to do shit.
I can see what you say as far as like the Mann Act is bullshit.
But what they're doing there is happening right now all over the fucking country.
Yeah, I understand
that.
The Mann Act is bullshit, but I guess you can kind of look at it like this, which, well, you know what? Now that I paint it, put it like this. The Mann Act is kind of the same way about how like marijuana has been illegalized because of some bullshit. I mean, the same way you do with like within this Mann Act on how you just explained it. It was really just a way to keep black men from having sex with white women.
Yeah, the Mann Act, the White Slave Traffic Act of 1910 it was really 1908. It's a U.S. federal law making it a crime to transport anyone across state lines for immoral purposes, originally targeting prostitution and debauchery. But
prostitution itself is illegal.
But later amended to fight human trafficking, especially for minors, broadening coverage to include any sexual activity criminalized by state or federal law. I don't see any of his freak-offs against the law. It's just freaky.
But they said that there was drugs laced inside of the oils.
Allegedly. Like I say, a lot of shit from that doc came out not to be so true. I know.
That's what we were just getting.
And I know Cassie did deny that. Now I don't trust her ass for shit, but she denied she denied it being laced with that. But yeah, man, the Mann Act was to stop forced prostitution. You know what I'm saying? Kidnapping and trafficking. It's to stop trafficking. Diddy ain't trafficking nobody, man. This man is a sex worker. He hired him to come fuck his girl while he watched and he was a cuck. Like
he did.
Like Diddy's a cuck. He's in jail for being a cuck, bro. He ain't trafficked nobody.
So what about all of the sexual assault and the?
He's not in jail for sexual assault. Yes, he did all that shit, but that's not why he's in jail. Is what I'm saying. He's in jail for the Mann Act. He's in jail for sex trafficking. Yes, he did all that shit. I believe he blew up.
So Diddy deserves to go to jail, but you just think they put him in jail for the wrong reason?
Yeah, they OJ'd him.
Okay.
You damn right. I believe he blew up Kid Cudi car. The girl said that we went over to kill him. I believe that's true. I believe all that shit true. But
do you think he is responsible for
maybe
Pop?
Maybe.
And Biggie?
Maybe.
Both?
Maybe. Who knows? And even if all that is apparent, which like I say, he's like I say, I'm not defending Diddy, but it's just due process, bro. He's in jail for sex trafficking.
I forgot to mention there was another thing about the documentary that Tory mentioned that wasn't true. The documentary paints it after Tupac's death that Biggie did not want to go to LA. But Tory says there has been interviews pulled up from during that time that Biggie was discussing about how much he's enjoying being in LA, how good the weed is out here. The women are good. Like, he's enjoying himself in LA. So for the documentary to point out and say Biggie didn't want to be in LA at all after Pac had been shot.
I read that because they literally they're Jack Johnson and Diddy, bro.
Which one?
The controversial history.
That's why I should have gone
I'm gonna read it out loud. Like, that's a fucked up law. That law is fucked up.
That's fucked up. That's
the controversial history of the Mann Act, despite its stated goals, which was, well, I already said, the act was used to prosecute consensual sexual activity like romantic trips and was famously used against black boxer Jack Johnson due to his relationships with white women.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's why Diddy's in jail. Yeah, he's not a good human being, but that's why he's in jail. And he didn't do that shit. I mean, with the law, technically, yeah, the law.
We're not gonna say he didn't do it. We're just gonna say he wasn't charged for it.
He didn't. He wasn't.
They didn't charge him for sex trafficking.
They did.
Is that what you're saying?
No, they charged him for sex trafficking.
They charged him for sex trafficking, but he didn't do sex trafficking. Is what you're saying?
No, he hired a sex worker to come over. But like I said, with the Mann Act, like if you the whole point of us talking about the Mann Act is what I'm trying to convey. What I'm trying to educate for the people that know the Mann Act. You know that anytime they pull the Mann Act out they ass, it's some bullshit to take down a black man. Because it's clear controversial history it's been pulled out to stop consensual relationships.
Between white women and black men.
Because it started back in 1908. This is when this shit started. But then it became something to stop coerced sex trafficking. I mean, this is the motherfucker with millions and billions of dollars, and he paid a sex worker to come fuck his girl while he watched, and saved his nut in cups and had her rubbing on him. Like, bro.
It's nasty, but you don't gotta go to jail for it.
It's weird as fuck, but it's shit ain't criminal. It ain't criminal. And like I said, with this documentary, it's painting him to be more of a demon, which he is. But they ain't got nothing to do with the Man Act.
Out on social media all the time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And that shouldn't have been charged.
And all I'm saying, that's why I don't want people to forget. Yes, Diddy is not a good guy, but understand why he's in jail. And if you believe in the injustice, then why he is in jail, it's pure bullshit. It's pure bullshit. Like they OJ'ing him. We didn't get you for murder, but you took your own memorabilia.
How is he not going to jail for assault on Cassie when the shit's on camera though? I thought that was one of the charges that
she settled years ago because he paid her. She sued for some money, but he gave her some money. They don't say
all of this shit in the documentary, by the way.
This already, this actually happened. This happened years ago.
Yeah, but
she sued him. This was like how it originally started. She sued him.
There's been so much fucking. And this is just my fault. There's been so much goddamn information, so much going on within it. I took what I saw from the documentary. I was expecting the documentary to basically scoop everything up and give you all of the shit. That you needed to know about this. The documentary isn't that.
No, Cass ain't shit. Cass like Cassie and her new husband or whatever, they went after Diddy years later and said all this shit, and then that's when the surveillance came up about to support Cassie was being mistreated, whatever. So she went after Diddy for millions and millions of dollars, and Diddy settled out and paid her some millions of dollars, and that was done. But Diddy has so many enemies, they were like, nah, we finna really, really double this down. And then use this story to make you more of a villain so we can just get you in some type of way. He has a lot of enemies. But as far as the Cassie shit, the reason why he's not railroaded for that, because they been settled that. Cassie got like 10 mil for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You shouldn't hit no woman. You shouldn't hit no woman. I don't believe no woman should stay with no motherfucker that's hitting them. But like you, man, all them bitches that's with Diddy, all the women that are with these millionaire men, y'all know why y'all there. You can easily leave if you want to, bro.
Spend money.
You like that shit.
But what kind of, see, that's the thing though, with Cassie in particular, what he got her when she was like 18 or 19 years old.
He got her like 19, yeah.
Like, the level of grooming that he was putting towards her was very, what's the word I'm looking for?
It was intentional.
Contributed very much towards her feeling as though she couldn't leave.
I wouldn't say that. He kept dangling the possibility of her actually having a hit record or being a record deal, being the next star. So you be here until you wait your turn for you. You know what I'm saying? But it turned to no, psych, bitch. No, you're just mine.
You got finessed, haha.
You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
Because I think in the shit, like when it came to that, something about jobs, he said, bitch, your only job is to lay down and whatever. Yeah. But nah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I lost respect for her through this whole process too, man. I used to like her. As soon as she got with Diddy, I lost respect for her. I already knew it was all you want is you just a gold digger. I said it. Young Miami too, bro. Well, she's a proud, known, city girl. That's what they is. You know. So shout out to them for being upfront with the shit.
So do you know why Diddy and 50 Cent have this ongoing beef?
I mean, 50 Cent, Puff is Puff. He's a freak off type nigga. He's the type of nigga that rub nut on his nipples. He's weird.
I remember that shit.
He's weird. So 50 Cent, like I just said, he's from the gutter. He real with this shit.
Yeah.
So why the fuck do you think I'm gonna mix with this weird ass fucking fruit? Like that's his main thing. He said that early on, he basically he sensed his manhood or whatever. He said Puff offered to take him shopping, and he took offense to that. You're like, yo, man, I'm a big fan. Fuck with you, man. You know, man, you should hang with me. Should take you shopping, man. You know what I'm saying? Buy you and everything. Like, nigga, what? Motherfucker gonna take me shopping? What kind of shit is that?
Puffy wanted to take 50 Cent shopping and buy this nigga clothes and shop for like a chick.
And 50 Cent said, why the fuck would I do that? I'm a grown ass man.
Like, we can go shopping, nigga. I don't need you to buy me my goddamn. You don't gotta buy all my goddamn clothes.
That nigga wanted no. For one,
what you buying my clothes? What the fuck you want to buy my clothes for?
For one, like say 50. For one, as a man, like this nigga's masculinity through the roof. So for one, no. And then two, I'm already a millionaire, nigga. You like
I got money, nigga. Like if you want to just go and fuck up at the mall, you know what I'm saying, and do that, we can go fuck up the mall.
Yeah, let's ball out in the mall, buy the strip club type shit. Nah.
But
Come hang with me.
Gotta buy my guy.
Let me take you shopping.
That's what makes that sounds like a nigga that's like, hey, let me just push you. Let me just see what the fuck you gonna say.
No, yeah, he said that he revealed that in the interview like a decade ago. 50 said this shit. He said it a long time ago. It was on Breakfast Club. It was Breakfast Club or Drink Champs, either both of them. Or before that, it was Breakfast Club. It was way before Drink Champs. But yeah, he offered to take him shopping, and he looked at him strange since then. Like this nigga's gay.
Nah, I mean that's definitely like.
You called him a fruit pop.
That's definitely.
Said nigga's a fruit pop.
You trying to push some boundaries. You testing me.
But since then he's always been poking at him and trolling him because he feel like he's a soft fruit. Yeah. He don't. So he just kind of a bully. Yeah. So you feel like you soft, you gonna
because you came at me. You tried. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see what he's doing.
So it ain't like no betrayal shit. Like he got my money.
Because because that's how 50. You bought. You remember that $50 you bought from him? Like he be on your ass.
Nah, I don't like that nigga because I think he's weird. I don't like that nigga. I think he's weird. Yeah, that's crazy. Derry.
Welcome to Derry.
Or you still got more about Diddy? You got more to say about Diddy?
No, I got nothing else to say about Diddy. But there is another nigga out here that likes, I forgot
kids.
How to kids.
I ain't gonna say Diddy like kids. I ain't gonna say Diddy like kids. I
was like, wait a minute, he made that.
You thought about it?
I did. That's what I was about to say. Nah. But there is a nigga out here that likes kids though, and that nigga is Pennywise. Wild as hell. Welcome to Derry. You know what I'm saying?
Bob Gray. That's the dude name.
Who?
Bob Gray.
Bob Gray.
I think that's the guy that Pennywise has took the form of, the actual white man. Cause whatever. Cause
the actor?
No, not the actor. The character.
Oh, the character, the clown character. Yeah.
The man that plays the clown.
Bill Skarsgård's actual.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I get what you're saying.
You said that.
And okay, so all right, let's break it down real quick.
Not the Galoo.
I'm gonna start off by saying my least favorite character in the show is Lily. That little girl.
The main character.
Yes, the little white girl.
Yeah, she can't act. She just know how to look scared.
She just know. That is exactly it. But it was her decision making. Spoilers from this point moving forward. That bitch had me so motherfucking mad, bro. The scene where the little white girl with the glasses, where her eyes were shooting out of her fucking head, and
she picked up the shit.
Yeah, and Lily as ran in there trying to help her. I was like, bitch, if you don't go get an adult, like you know how this shit's gonna look.
I mean, but she.
You're in the classroom. The classroom is right there, bitch.
But she had no time to spare. Yeah, the girl already cut one eye, but she was about to cut her whole fucking face off if she didn't get her in the nick of time. The girl, the girl stumbled into a fucking wood shop and cut one of her eyes off.
I had to cut. I was so livid.
You cut it off?
I cut the goddamn TV off and was like, I'll come back to this later.
Oh no, the girl stumbled into fucking wood shop.
No. I know what happened. I've watched all of it. I've watched the entire show. Yeah. But during that moment, when I saw all the students and the teachers coming to the wood shop and she was over the top of the girl with the, I was like, you know what? No, I cut the shit off.
This is just writing. Just
like, y'all making me mad.
Just to add to the character.
Y'all making me mad. But I'm so glad she didn't end up going back to the Juniper place. Cause that's what I was thinking. I was like, bitch, fuck Juniper Hill. You going to jail. Mm-hmm. They finna take your ass to jail. The little bitch already don't like you because she was plotting against you with the patty cakes.
Yeah, and her character development and the yeah.
So glad, yeah.
Yeah, because I was so ready for her to get the fuck up out of here early, just to find out that she's like the key to this whole fucking series.
Yeah, right.
What?
She's Richie's mom or whatever.
What? This her?
Okay.
Nice, good writing. Okay,
fantastic.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Great way to turn the character around. Because I really didn't like that bitch at first neither, but I really was upset with Lily. Also, fuck Lily for lying on that. What's his name? The black dude.
Well, she was put in a bad place. She was put in a bad place. Fuck the police, because Lily already said that he wasn't there. She said multiple times, no, he wasn't there. And the police were just so adamant. He twisted and said, can you be absolutely sure? He worded like that to where, okay, I can't be absolutely sure. So the police tampered it and got Lily.
Tricked the words around. Yeah, that's true. And her shitty ass mama should have been there. Police shouldn't have been interviewing that little girl by herself. But at different times, it's set in the 60s.
Yeah, she the only witness though.
Yeah, but still, your mama has to. You can't interview. Police cannot interview a child alone.
I feel that. Shout out Richie though.
Since,
shout out to Richie.
Yeah, Richie, real ass nigga, Rich.
Boy, I'm gonna choke me up at the end, boy. You say you watched that end?
Yeah, he came through and slid across that ice and was like.
I'm talking when he actually died.
Man, when that shit happened, bro, he stood on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You saying it.
Boy, he got there and was like, "Hey, baby, just go ahead and get inside the cooler. I'm gonna keep you safe."
Night saved that man.
Yeah, night saved.
He's like 6. What the fuck you know about that? Fuck you know about that?
This grown man mentality,
like, come on,
bro.
man.
What the fuck? And then just sat there and just like, shit, let me just die.
I'm like, what the fuck y'all know about this? Y'all Titanic ass shit. Y'all, man, come on. They still elementary and y'all giving this Titanic ass love.
I'm mad that he not Richie Daddy.
Yeah.
But at least she named her son after him. I guess that's pretty wild.
I wouldn't want that.
That's pretty wild. I'd be mad as fuck as the husband.
Name him out your dead ass boy.
That was 6 years old.
Could have been my junior.
Fuck that.
Nah, Who knows? Who knows?
But no, yeah.
But yeah. Good twist
Great
of her
writer.
character.
And then Pennywise now. I like how the writers threw in. My brother mentioned he liked it. I caught it the first time too, nigga. In case you watch it, because he be thinking I'm slow as shit. I caught it too, but I didn't know where they're gonna go with the story now. When Pennywise mentioned the time, you know, he's telling this young girl, "Your son is the one who kills me." So when I heard him say that, I was like, "Well, wait a minute. You know about the fucking movies? So you watch the movies, nigga." Pennywise knows that her son is going to kill her. So, like, the way he sees time is going to be so different. I don't know where they're going to go with the show from here now.
So what they're saying is now, if they continue with the Derry, the theory is this whole objective was to stop what happens in the future. If I kill Mars, she won't have a rich. She won't do that. So they're saying going forward now, the next Derry is going to be their parents. So he killed Marge's parents, and Marge ain't born. Now
so he's got to go further.
Now he's going
back.
further back.
This nigga is fucking ridiculous. Leave it alone, nigga. Just leave it alone. Just stop taking these L's.
That's
nigga.
exactly what happened, though. But that's what I was watching a lot of videos listening by doing that. They're opening up the possibilities of doing that because he can manipulate and go through time now. Basically, he knows
he's just
time.
gonna keep going back and keep going back.
No, your son killed me. Let's try your mama. Your mama killed me. Let's try her parents.
Right?
Your parents killed. Let's try. Yeah.
Fuck it. Your great granddaddy is mine, nigga. Like,
And
nigga,
they can
chill.
and they can technically do that, especially by introducing the origin of how it was the glue and all the other different shit before it actually came to Bob Gray and was the clown and all that shit.
Been around forever.
Yeah, they can do that. They can
Take
do
the
that.
shit back.
Yeah, they can just do all Native Americans, whatever, Indians, whatever they were. I like their characters. They were dope. But
Halloran.
Halloran, my favorite character.
Yeah. Halloran. I be fucking their names up. Halloran and what was the other one? Halloran's the one with the mind thing. Who was the other one? Hanlon. They names too goddamn similar. Hanlon is the daddy of Will. But
I thought his name was Leroy or some shit like that. I don't know.
it probably
Somebody
is
knew.
the last name. You know, they're military, so they were only going by last names for most of the show. Halloran, yo, he real as fuck. I didn't think he was gonna live.
They can do a lot with his character and spin-offs because he has The Shining. They can even
That's what
integrate The Shining and shit.
I have not seen The Shining.
Never seen The Shining?
Never seen The Shining. What is your introduction to Stephen King?
I mean, Stephen King has a lot of different movies.
But what was your introduction?
Oh,
to
what
Stephen
was my introduction? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of movies that I saw, I later found out that they were done by Stephen King. The first one that comes to mind is Children of the Corn.
Damn it, Stephen King.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing
Exactly.
too much. Chill the fuck out.
Exactly. Yeah, Children of the Corn probably the first one that I watched in my era. Of course, Misery was around, and all the shit was around, and I guess you could say this Shining, but as a young man, or not young man, as a kid, I didn't like The Shining. It was too long, and it was kind of dry. If you're not really invested in it, in the story, and actually know what's going on, it's no action until the here's Johnny part and the chase in the maze. But as far as the story and how it's shot and everything, The Shining is a great movie.
Cinematographer's type of film.
It's a great movie. Yeah, it's great. It's all around. It's a good movie. Like I say, if you're only hip to modern movies, you may not fuck with it, but it's a decent movie. But Children of the Corn is probably my introduction. But at the same time, when we talk about Stephen King, these are Stephen King novels. He wrote the story. He didn't direct the movies.
Right.
So yeah, so keep that in mind as well.
The movies, you know, I'm not familiar honestly with any Stephen King book. I've not read any of Stephen King's books. I know my brother attempted to read it. I think he read the whole book. I don't know if there's another book after it. If there is, I don't think he read that shit, but I know he read the first one. Matter of fact, no. He didn't even finish reading the first one.
Oh, The Green Mile. The Green Mile too.
The Green Mile, yep. With Michael Clark Duncan. I think my first introduction though to Stephen King was Thinner. A lot of people don't speak on that one a lot.
I recently just discovered that movie. I never seen it myself. It doesn't look that good.
I remember watching it as a kid, and I was fascinated with the spell that they put on him and the whole situation, just the whole film.
He got skinny.
Yeah, he got skinny as shit out of nowhere, and then it's, I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but
ass.
his people died. Spoiler: it's an old ass movie. Killed his goddamn wife and kids with the pie when he was trying to kill the other. I mean, I just remember that film a lot, that was my first introduction.
What did you think about The Mist?
The Mist was.
I hated that movie.
I remember liking it as a kid.
I hated everything.
And then when I watched it again as an adult, I think I watched that movie probably last year, recently. I loved it again because I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is great."
About that movie. And the ending does it for me. I just can't.
All of the whole everybody
just to get saved.
It was some bullshit.
Just to get saved at the end. Turn this shit off.
From what I heard, that's not how the book goes.
I can believe it.
I heard that in the book they live, but when they did it that way, Stephen King liked it.
Yeah,
he liked it. He was like, "Okay, yeah, no, this is dope." That was fucked up.
But with Derry, welcome to Derry. 1 to 10, what would you give it?
Welcome to Derry for its first season on a scale of 1 to 10. Because I really got to take a second and think about the things that I did not like. The episode where they were going through the graveyard and all that whole episode, I remember that episode not being too... It almost felt a little Disney for me. Like, the ghost and shit weren't really doing nothing for me. Overall, of course, I wasn't, like, really, really scared. But anytime you had Pennywise or any variant of Pennywise because he's a shapeshifter, that was what really, really scared the shit out of me. But the ghost didn't really scare me or make me be like, ooh, it didn't interest me. I give it a solid for its first season, like a 9.2.
Damn.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that I can think back on that I was just like not into at all. And I don't do weekly shows. I like the whole season. That's what streaming has trained me to do. I used to watch shows weekly when I watched cable television growing up. But now that I've got streaming, you've trained me to watch 8 to 10 shows at one time or as quickly as I feel like it. So having to watch this shit weekly really had me anticipating the next episode.
Yeah. I was so late on it, I literally just watched all of them yesterday.
You watched every episode yesterday? Shit.
Yeah. Well, going the night before yesterday, going into yesterday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I watched all of it. I was up hella late. Got a couple of Z's. Woke up, finished it. Yeah. Yeah.
As far as just its first season, its first initial season, I'll even give it some wiggle. It's between that 8.8 to 9.2 range.
I give it I give it a flat 8. I give it a flat 8. Mm-hmm. Flat 8. Like, cause talking about 9. Did you see the Penguin?
That shit's higher than that's like a 9.7.
That's a 9 to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a 9.
That's like a 9.7 to me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's really, really good. That was a really good fucking show. Yeah.
You seen Breaking Bad?
We're not talking about just like a whole show, right? We're talking about just the first season of something.
Breaking Bad, shit. Breaking Bad first season is great.
Breaking Bad is right there with Penguin. I would say they about right there around that 9.6.
I'm trolling at this point.
Yeah.
But subjectively, I gave it an 8. Yeah, there was a couple of actors that I couldn't get with, for sure. Most of the actors or the characters that I loved were off quick. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, yeah, that what was the, I can't even remember the nigga name of the first
didn't last. Yeah, the short
dude, yeah, the short kid.
He had the kid, the taller one that talked too much. It was the conspiracy theory, and the shorter one. I wanted the shorter one to make it.
He was gonna be my Richie.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. Like, but yeah, my favorite character was off.
Rich. I'm glad they had Rich.
Go back, but if you ever notice the CGI with Pennywise's blood. Not when he like just had the blood on him, or he had just red, or he had just blood on him. But if he got hit or cut and blood spewed out, it looked so bad. It would float in the sky like fucking like bubbles in a Sprite.
I think that was intentional.
That shit was bad.
I like that.
That shit was horrible to me.
And I think the reason why it was intentional was to show you that he's not really hurt. Like they even did it in the last episode when he got shot in the head. It kind of just flew off like in the air like
I know what
like
you're talking
goo.
about. I know what you're talking about, and then he just popped it back up.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like subtle effects throughout the season. He did it more than once, where his blood like it's hard to explain.
No, you just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get you.
It looked weird. Like it looked fake as shit. It looked fake as shit. Like,
I think it was intentional.
But
But I get what you're
and
saying.
and then just for me personally, I'm not a big fan of just of the nasty shit. You know what I'm saying? The opening didn't do it for me.
Oh, you didn't like the baby?
I don't like
gore.
all that shit all that shit coming out. I don't like no demon baby flying out
So
somebody's
Ronnie's
pussy.
mom in the bed with the bed scene that really fucked you up. When she was under the covers and trying to get out from the covers, and then her mom was like,
Well, no, that was the second. That was the second one. That was the second one. That scene and the beginning scene. I'm like, y'all don't need to. They didn't need to do that shit. Yeah, she bust out her fucking stomach and shit. And her mama was the bed and shit.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't need to do that shit.
shit was
Y'all,
wild.
I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit. Like, so shit like that. Yeah, At some points, I think it just did too much. For some people, they love it. They want to go as far as you want. Go as far as you want. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it should be some sort of some balance a little bit with it. But yeah, at the beginning, with a demon bat flying out somebody's pussy, and then that scene, yeah, that I didn't like that shit
That
at
shit
all.
was wild.
I didn't like that shit at all.
One thing that I did like, I liked watching the baby grow. Like you saw the baby come out in the car, and then when you see him again in the theater, it's looking like a
It's grown
fucking
son.
grown ass, big ass fucking baby. Yeah, I don't know. I thought
Up,
shit
up
was like,
until the end, the very end where he did the little bat shit, little flying shit. Is that like the final demon bat form, whatever?
not even so much his final demon bat form. I think that was just him trying to shape shift because he can change into anything.
Yeah. I do believe though the original is the demon bat. I think yeah he's an entity, but I think his first original form is the demon bat.
I think his original form is those lights that they be talking about.
Yeah, it's the entity.
Dead lights or whatever. And he just kind of transforms into whatever he thinks is going to scare the fuck out of you.
Right, because
turns into that.
because originally because the shit was in the woods, and I think the first glue was a fucking moose or a deer.
Yeah, it was a big old moose. Because if I saw a big ass moose, I'd be scared too, no matter what era you put that motherfucker in. Especially as big as that one was, with blood hanging off of it and everything.
Man, when he formed his Uncle Sam for the damn military,
Yes,
I'm like, that's their biggest fear, bro. I knew that was it, bro. But nah. Oh, but yeah, I give it a subjective 8. I can see why people give it a 8 or higher. Subjectively, I give it an 8 because I did enjoy it, and I give it a generous 8. A generous 8. You know what I'm saying? I think it can rest with a 7.5, but I give it a generous 8 because I did thoroughly and I did enjoy it. The whole twist at the end of how it connected or whatever, it was cool. It wasn't that astonishing to me, of course, because I kind of knew y'all gonna have to milk this some type of way. It's not gonna stop here, so I kind of was anticipating something. But yeah, I give it a generous 8 out of 10.
Do you think the first season of this show is better than the first season of Stranger Things?
No. Even though I can't really remember the first season of Stranger a long time ago.
Yeah,
The first season of Stranger Things was a long time ago.
that's what I was like. That means
I can't even definitively say if that's my favorite season or not. It's been that long. So I'm gonna say I don't know today. I don't remember. I don't remember.
I can respect that. Are you watching any, or do you plan on watching this new season? Right? You said you haven't started it yet, or haven't gotten into it yet.
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
Yeah,
I'm not that invested. Or it doesn't seem to have me that invested. I was told to wait until they release the part 2 and just watch it all together. Then
Probably will do the
so
same.
yeah, I'll probably do that. But no, I haven't finished it. I still gotta watch Tommy Power shit.
I'm not watching.
I'm not. Yeah,
I'm done with the Powerverse.
I'm not.
Respectfully.
Yeah, I don't want to be an advocate or to promote being in front of an idiot box all day.
Yeah.
Definitely because I'm busy and I want everyone to get busy with some type of business. Let's not be programmed all day.
Consuming.
But yeah, definitely we have some downtime. And like I said, I got trending topics to talk about. So
Got some downtime right now. Hopefully, people got downtime right now in the holidays. What are your plans for the holiday season before we slide up out of here?
nigga, I work for myself. I am not off. I'm working.
But I mean, you not. It's not even so much of necessarily being off.
I'm trying to
But
be
is there
responsible.
anything that you want for Christmas? Is
More
there anything
bookings.
that you're expecting for Christmas?
More booking.
Anybody that you
More
know
booking.
want to spend time with for Christmas?
More booking.
Just more booking, just more
Literally,
working,
this is my life.
and just keep going with it.
This is my life. Like this is day by day, week by week. I'm booking more and more, and I may be traveling soon, but yeah, that's all. That's really the only thing I'm worried about. Like Christmas spirit. I'm grown. I got real life shit to worry about. Family got real life shit to worry about. Yeah, they try to do some shit, salvage that shit, but I be trying to remind them, yo, y'all know y'all struggling. Stop bullshitting. But yeah. Of course, I'm a see fam and everything, but that's just a given. Yeah, I want to see bookings come from out the ass, and next year I want to see.
You ready to just get into the new year and run through it?
I mean, I want that shit to happen now. Fuck the new year. I want that shit to happen now. But I would love to get to where I'm doing like 3 to 5 a week, and then that ramps to probably about 2 or 3 a day, for like 3 to 5 days a week. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to increase my booking.
Well, through the rest of this year and also going into next year, really looking forward to being able to just see growth in everything that we all are doing. Merry Christmas to everyone that's watching. Happy holidays to everyone that's watching. Happy New Year as we get ready to go into the new year. This might be the last sit down that we do this year. Are we doing another one this year?
We
We may have one more.
may.
We definitely got some street Q&A stuff coming up. So everybody stay in tune for those videos that are coming up.
Yeah, so we got like 2 more weeks in the year. You probably run like one or 2 more episodes for them. But nah, man, we finna be out this, man. Gonna take us out with a prayer.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for waking us up this morning, bringing us together, bringing us all able to come and commune in an area where we're safe, where we're comfortable, just to be able to enjoy each other's company and have a good conversation and be able to work. Heavenly Father, all the viewers that are watching us right now, we ask that you please cover them during the holiday season. Help those who are going through difficult times right now, Lord. Even if it's having to experience the holiday season without certain loved ones around them, Lord, I ask that you please put your arms around them and comfort them during this time. Help those who need it and love those who want it. Lord, we give you everything. Glory and honor to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Peace.
Peace.